Hi everybody, happy Sunday to ya. I wanted to pull some cards out of the Spirit Messages with John Holland. I hope you're having a great weekend. Let's just see what we've got. What do we have? What do we have? What do we need for Sunday? Sunday fun day, right? We need to listen. All right, let's take a look. Sending out to our, let's say, our sacral chakra. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention not to just what's being said, but what lies beneath the words. All right, let's take a look. We've heard and listened to your requests in the past, so we're bringing this card to you because someone around you needs to be heard now. They're not seeking advice, but they really need to express themselves about how they're feeling and what's going on in their life. What they're seeking is an open, compassionate, and non-judgmental listener. When you're intently engaged in conversation, there's an even exchange of energy where both parties can benefit. Those who are talking express what they're feeling, and just by the process of talking, they will often solve the problem or issue by themselves. Being present and listening to someone who needs your full attention will in some cases bring you the answers that you've been seeking for yourself. Yes, that's kind of how it works. You go into a counselor or something, they just listen and they let you talk. So sometimes that's all a person needs, is just to have someone to throw it out there out loud. We can even do that on our phones. Push the record button, or write it down in a journal, and it can really help us to release some stuff. All right, one more. What do we have? What do we have for Sunday? Soul Solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet. A place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, and a time for you. The spirit world sees and hears that you're seeking answers from the outside world, and this is the time when you're likely to receive some answers. It's vital that you try to step back from your everyday life and devote some time to your soul. Allow yourself to pause, still your mind, meditate, reflect, and evaluate. By giving yourself this much-needed soul solitude, you'll be able to view your life from the outside instead of being in it. This will help you gain perspective and have a more peaceful life in the future. That's kind of interesting, because I've had it where before someone said, what would you say to your best friend if something was going on in their life that's happening to, let's say me, how would I react, or what would I feel about it? And instead of looking at it as yourself, look at it as it's somebody else, and how would you respond to a situation if it was somebody else rather than yourself? Sometimes it's so hard for us to give to ourselves and to really feel heard and understood. It's so easy to always help somebody else than ourselves. I don't know if that's for you, but for me, it's been real simple for me to always be able to help someone else. But when it comes to ourselves, really just standing outside ourselves and looking at a situation as though it's somebody else, and then coming to the conclusion of what to do with it. Soul solitude and vacations are different things. Vacations are for touring, shopping, eating, and drinking, and so forth. When we talk about soul solitude, we mean it to be a period when you commune with your soul. Devoting time to your soul will help you connect with the inner wisdom and your spirit guides, and it will also reinvigorate you with precious energy and vitality that you so desperately need right now. I love that. Yes, Sunday's a great day to be able to just take a little time out for ourselves, especially if you're not a weekend worker. What I'm going to do is take a few different crystals and kind of show you the difference in energy. So I'm going to send out to the third eye using the amethyst. And just go ahead and connect. And this is to help you with clarity. The difference with using a crystal, it's just so much more, I feel, powerful. It's kind of like a conductor. It's just sending out now, helping you to see the truth in all things. And maybe take a moment and quiet your mind and ask what you need. It's okay to listen to ourselves too. It's not just for other people. We can listen to our own heart. And that's a beautiful thing. Alright, and now I'm going to switch over to the tiger's eye and just go ahead and send out to the sacral chakra, just really bringing out that creativity and sensuality. Ask yourself, what is it that you really want to try right now? What is something that you haven't really given it a chance and you want to just take a chance on it? All right. And now I'm going to go with the clear quartz. Just doing an overall healing. All the chakras, just kind of cleansing everything. Bringing healing to our crown, our third eye, our throat, our heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. And now I want to go ahead and lock that in with the selenite, just cleansing the area. And just breathe. That's half the battle, is remembering to breathe. I catch myself holding my breath all the time. You wouldn't think I would, knowing what I know, but it's just one of those things. It's almost like a protection thing. Acceptance and realizing it is half the battle. Alright, and just grounding that in. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks for joining me.